This insane plant-based meal has more protein than a steak dinner, and it tastes incredible. Every time I make a video about plant-based protein, I always get a bunch of comments from these crybaby gym bros talking about digestibility. For some reason, people believe that plant-based proteins are somehow just blocked 100% from being digested in your body, when in reality, loads of plant-based proteins are just as digestible, and in some cases, like this example, even more digestible than something like beef. Currently, the best method for determining the quality of your protein source is by looking at the PDCAAS, the Protein Digestibility Corrected Amino Acid Score. According to the PDCAAS, tempeh is compared to, or even slightly better than, beef. Now let's take your typical steak dinner. Let's say 8 ounces of cooked steak, 1 cup mashed potatoes, 1 cup green beans, and like a dinner roll. That's gonna give you around 59 grams of protein, and also around 920 calories, 60 grams of carbs, 57 grams of fat, and a whopping 7 grams of fiber. Now this impressive plant-based meal weighs dramatically more. It's gonna be incredibly more filling. This has more protein at 60 grams. Remember the digestibility, this is more digestible. With less calories at 830 calories, 87 grams of carbs, half the fat at 29 grams of fat, and 26 grams of fiber. Now, I have nothing against carbs. I actually love them as a runner. But if you want to talk net carbs for my carb-conscious people, let's rack those numbers up. Your steak dinner, when accounting for fiber, is boasting an actual 53 grams of carbs. My plant-based dinner, when accounting for fiber, 63. Beyond that, this meal has more iron, magnesium, potassium, phytonutrients, and even some gut-bolstering bacteria. I love this stuff. So let's get cooking. You will enjoy this. First, let's prep. We're gonna start by marinating 8 ounces of sliced tempeh with 1 teaspoon of olive oil, a tablespoon of soy sauce, a minced clove of garlic, half teaspoon paprika, and a bit of salt and pepper. I'm gonna let this marinate for around 10 minutes, then toss my pan on the stove to preheat it for around a minute, which is plenty of time for today's sponsor. As someone that cooks a lot, testing recipes, filming these videos, and Monica and I's daily meals, I have gone through my fair share of cookware, and there are only a few pieces that I have really ever fallen in love with. And the new Our Place Titanium Pro cookware is definitely one of those pieces. And I believe the last cookware I'll ever need. The build quality, the feeling, the way it cooks, it's been incredible. This is the world's first non-stick cookware made without a coating. No chemicals, it won't leach, scratch, or wear off because there's nothing to flake. None of the acronyms, just pure, clean performance. And it's built to last, fully clad cookware. This stuff outperforms all my stainless steel, cast iron, non-stick, and is backed by a limited lifetime warranty, which is why I'll never need anything else. And for the first time ever, Our Place's new titanium cookware collection is on sale. So whether you're simmering, searing, roasting, or serving, this is the best cookware on the planet. Toxin-free, stress-free, and built to perform for a lifetime. So gang, if you're shopping for Mother's Day, Father's Day, or the spring wedding, Our Place has you covered. The spring sale makes this the perfect time to gift something beautiful and useful. The sale runs now through May 11th. So don't miss out. Click the link in my description below and use code SAUCE10. Our Place, thank you for sponsoring today's video and for making cookware I could fall in love with again. Okay, we're back. Now, I am just getting back from running the Boston Marathon. It was a magical experience, but I'm sore. I want to double up my good protein intake to aid in muscle recovery before I start my Chicago marathon training. And this is the meal that I would choose. So now we have to cook the base of this, which you can't even see. It's lentils and quinoa in kind of like a pilaf type of deal. That adds to a bunch of the minerals, the taste, the texture, the fillingness, but also the protein. That's gonna be easy. That's gonna be one pot. So in the perfect pot, I'm gonna kick on the heat, add a touch of olive oil, and around a half of an onion chopped. I'm gonna let that simmer until it's translucent, rinse 1 cup of quinoa, toss that in with 1 cup of lentils. And let those simmer together just to toast for a bit, then add around 4 cups of water or veggie broth. We're gonna cover that and let that cook for around 20 minutes. After 15 minutes, I'm gonna quickly open it up. Most of the water's gone. Toss in our broccoli, top that, and let the broccoli steam for a few minutes. Then we need to kick our pan up to a medium-high heat with a touch of olive oil, toss our tempeh in, and we're gonna cook that for about 3 minutes per side or until it's like golden crispy. Then flip it over, toss in some green onions, let that cook for just a minute, pull the broccoli out of the pot, add a little bit more olive oil, toss it into the pan, let it simmer for just a moment, adding some garlic, and then cover up and let it finish off. Once it's done, we're just gonna add a little bit of salt and pepper, and then we need the plate. I'm gonna add about 1 1/4 cup of our lentil quinoa mix, top with our tempeh, add our broccoli, about 2 tablespoons of hemp seeds. That's really gonna up the plant-based protein. Add some kimchi, and then this is delicious. I love this meal. Now this is a lot. I mean, it is filling, but it is only 800 calories, which is crazy for the amount of food that you're getting. And it's delicious. This is protein rich, and on top of that, this is a complete protein. Because of all of the mixed proteins, you have enough of all of the essential amino acids. The tempeh, lentil, quinoa, and hemp, along with the broccoli, create a complete protein. You end up with a better amino acid score than steak. You're gonna be filled longer, far less saturated fats, no cholesterol, more micro and macronutrients, and it's just better. Now, I like to call this my recovery meal for a few reasons. One, because of all the protein, but because of the far less fats, this huge meal does feel less heavy. You will get incredibly full while eating this. You will be full longer, but you won't feel like bloated or heavy. You won't feel bad after eating it, which I would say if anyone was being honest, if you were to eat your full steak, mashed potato, bun, all of the accompaniments, at the end of the night, you're gonna feel pretty heavy. This is the meal I want. Now, this isn't the only one that I make like this from time to time. So if you wanna see more like this, where there are more protein, better proteins, 100% plant-based, clean, easy, and super good for you, let me know in the comments below. Man.